Hello viewers, thank you for being on my page today. Hope you're okay. Okay, today I bring you a story, a true life story of someone who is a victim of this incident. Okay, I happened to be traveling to somewhere, so I entered a bus. While I was in the bus, the person who was sitting very close, as in at the end of the seat where I sat, he was making call and he was snobbing, he was as in, he was sad, he was almost crying. That was a man. So he was making call and saying all many things, and he was like, please, you people should just stop calling me because I'm not in the right state of mind. Just allow me come home, I will explain everything. And he was almost crying. So the person that was sitting close to him, because that was a seat of 3 people, so the person that was sitting directly close to me had to ask him and say, bro, what's up now, what happened? He's like, you something happened, this one you're almost crying, what's happened? Normal for a man to be acting or a man can't just be acting up like this. Something serious must have really happened. So the man then said that they were traveling from Aba to their place in Imo State. So the man said they have almost drove down to Imo, that's around the express road along Ngokwala. So he said at the middle of the road, at the middle of the express, there stood some policemen, and the police people stopped them and they demanded for papers. They demanded for papers, and the man was kind of pleading and saying, please let me clear, let's at least we can settle all this. So the man then they stopped the man at the middle of the road while he stepped down to discuss with them. While he stepped down, his dad and brother we are still in the car waiting, because they suddenly stopped now. So he just had to just come down to see the police. Now you know how these things they be. So the police said, oh boy, where your papers, this that. You know how police usually act now. So while they were interrogating and demanding for papers and all of that, his car was still parked in the middle of the road. Little did he know that at least if he knew that they were going to that was going to linger, he would have at least said, okay, let me park the car well, or let the people I have, let them come down, or let them come out of the car, so that at least we can settle things formally. So while they were still dragging by the one corner of the road, his car was still parked almost at the middle of the road. Can you imagine this? So a car, not just a car, a vehicle. I mean, these big vehicles, Dangote vehicles now came out from nowhere and hit his parked vehicle at the middle of the road. His car was crushed, and the car, not only it was crushed, but the car crushed his dad and younger brother, who were seated in the car waiting for him to settle things with the police, and they died at the spot. Oh my god. So I don't know this, after the man explained all of this, and everybody in the car was shocked and surprised and said, what, as in, are you serious that this is for real? Did this really happen? He said he's, as in, the car, that's why he's now in a public vehicle, so he can't do anything for now. And we asked, what about the people in question, the first men who were demanding for papers, the police people? And he said they ran away, they made a way into the bush. Can you imagine how circumstances could just befall someone who was traveling from a long distance? And he said they were almost getting to their place, that after that road they will be moving down to going to their own side. So someone drove all the way from another city into his own town and got killed. As in, the whole incident is one that is very heartbreaking, that I don't know what to talk about this, and I decided to bring this to air to let everyone know about it, because the man is helpless. Everyone in the car suggested that he gets a lawyer, he files a case against the police people who ran away, but he doesn't even know them. But my own part is, why would police stop someone at the middle of the road? Now, not just stopping them at the middle of the road, the duty of police people, are they charged with the duty of demanding for papers, for demanding for papers like car papers? Isn't this the duty of road safety warders or road safety officials? So I know, on a norm, if maybe the man had offered them maybe something, they would have let the man go. Maybe the man probably didn't have something to give them. That was why they now had to say, oh yeah, step down, where your papers, this kind of thing. This happened every day. Even sometimes you will even see some drivers, and they will just stop them and say park. If you don't give them something, they will park you for a long time. And sometimes I tend to wonder, does it mean that federal government doesn't pay these people anymore, or is it the love of what they get has so much beclouded them that they can no longer, sometimes they act out of, they tend to do things the way they want. Because imagine someone losing his daddy and brother at the same time, without, not that they were sick, not that they were, this was just caused by someone. This is so sad. And this young man is helpless. He doesn't even know what to do. At that time, he was crying, going home to go and meet his people to tell them what has happened. So please, in your own opinion, what do you think about this incident? Do you think that the police did the right thing? I mean, drop your comments. Give this video a thumbs up, share it so that other people can get to know and suggest, because some things happen in our environment that no one talks about it, and it just died down like that. But this can happen to anyone, even if you're a first person. This can too happen to any member of your family. If this happens, what will be your reaction? I mean, will you be happy losing someone whom you love, or the people who are dear to you, just by chance, without any reasonable excuse for it? This was caused by someone. So at some point, let's look at what the things we do in life and see if they're actually questionable. I mean, if things we do, if they are actually questionable, that means we have to individually, as a country, as a nation, it's high time things start being normal. Because every day in Nigeria, things keeps getting worse. So I really want everyone seeing this to share this video, like this video. I mean, send it to people, let them you could be someone helping to help these people out, like helping them to know what to do, because the man doesn't even know. He has taken his people to mortuary at that time. The car is crushed, and so it's a huge pain. The guy at the moment he was speaking said, can someone wake him up from this? If it's just happening to him like a dream. The man, if not that he's a man, the man, maybe if he's a woman or someone who is not that strong, he will just collapse. He won't even be able to gather his pieces to go back to his people to inform them of what has happened. So please, let's be our brother's keeper. Whatever things we do, let's think about what it can cause, or the results, if it can actually be helping people, or helping to bring people down. As a service worker, do your work diligently. If you're a pastor well. If you are a police well, because police are meant to be the people's friend. Before, we used to hear that police is my friend, but now nobody even wants to acquaint themselves as friends of the police anymore, or even any security, or even any first person. So I just need you to drop your comments and like this video, subscribe for more.